So the market sold off once again. In today's video, we're going to do an update on the bigger picture and what to expect tomorrow. We're also going to look at one stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list, along with some stocks that are reporting earnings on Thursday afternoon. All right, so let's dive right into it. Right off the bat, we got the SPY, and this is the NASDAQ actually. We're going to use the NASDAQ for today. We're going to use it. So we're going to switch it to the 1 hour. And today it was just chilling inside of the channel once again. Right now, it's not looking too great. The situation for longs is not looking good at all. If we look on the daily, the candles are getting slightly longer. Like the chop is almost over. The end is near. I just think that we have one more day of selling off before we start seeing some dragonfly dojis at the bottom. All right, where could the NASDAQ sell off to? I think it can go all the way down to 14.5k, like somewhere over here before we see another rebound. Let's zoom out and see if that's an important level. Oh, it is. Yeah, there's a gap right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's a gap right here. That gotta get filled. It might get a little bit lower than that before we bounce, but that has to get taken care of. Just like the SPY, if you're going /ES, that gap is still there. And this one, it actually broke down below the channel, so it's not looking too great. Now, let's do an update on the VIX. And yesterday, I told y'all about the bullish pennant that I found on the VIX. It's still there. All right, the bullish pennant on the VIX is still there. It hasn't failed. The uptrend is here. There's that green circle on the charts. I think it's going to get there very, very soon. So I'm not changing my thoughts on the VIX. I think $19 would make sense from looking at this structure alone. All right, and the market didn't even like what came out of the FOMC minutes. I saw something over here about some people over there being how do I say this, being in favor of increasing rates again. I see right here there is 2.5 billion of imbalance to the sell side. You know, there's all of these things happening over here. The market didn't like it, and we took a turn for the worse in the afternoon. All right, so I don't have the highest expectations for tomorrow. I think the sell-off will continue. Now, the stock that you should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow, we're gonna look at Mara. All right, and the reason why I want to share Mara with y'all is because of this. If we change it to the 4 hour and we zoom in right over here, right in this portion, some of you may see it already. There is a descending triangle on the chart. It's quite clean. It's right there. All right, we got the drop followed by the descending triangle followed by the drop from yesterday afternoon, which carried on today, which looks like it's gonna carry on tomorrow. Obviously, you'll see my alert on here, right? Which means that I do expect Mara to go all the way down towards $12 tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then by Friday. It really depends on how fast the overall market sells off or how fast this specific stock sells off. It may chop before falling. Like it may have a day here where it opens lower at 12.85, and then there is a massive push in the morning back up to 13.5, and then we drop again to close under 13, and then we continue the sell-off from Thursday into Friday at 12. Like this is common. All right, so that's just one or two pathways that this thing can take. So be on the lookout for that. And $12 is a previous level of support from way back here from April, right? So I expect this thing to get tested, and these, I would say these buyers, these buyers right here from here should be looking to add more to their position if it can hold. So just watch Mara for a drop all the way down here to $12. It's a simple structure and it's coming off of an uptrend, so watch it. All right, now let's do an updates. Yesterday I've mentioned Target. I gave y'all a warning about Target that on the daily chart it was looking kind of bearish, and the people who are in these zones were expecting some good news. We're expecting that this thing was going to jump so that they wouldn't have to sell, because their stop loss is right here at like 123. So luckily for them, there was good news and the stock actually jumped, but it didn't really hold up. So with Target, with this one, there might be more chop for throughout the next few days. Like, this is not really telling much. There's no strength here. Like, it gapped up and immediately filled that gap, and it's right back to where it was. All right, so there's still some shorts who are trapped here. There's some short sellers who are trapped here and who are trapped here. And hopefully, like, they're looking for this thing to continue its trend down. This is what they're looking for. So we'll see if tomorrow sell-off in the overall market can accelerate. That would provide some relief for these individuals who are shorting from these levels. All right, so that's my thoughts on Target. In regards to how the stock itself affected other stocks in the retail sector, like, the other ones haven't really moved much. Like, let's look at Walmart. In Walmart, it has this structure right there. I don't like when stocks do this. When stocks break out here very, very weakly and just chop right at the resistance line. Like, I'm not interested in this. I don't think this is the cleanest thing, right? And I wouldn't be going in long here for a swing, holding and hoping for a move all the way up to 175. It just seems a little suspect to me, and I'd rather wait and see how earnings would be. So earnings on this one is actually tomorrow morning. It's actually tomorrow morning. So watch this one for sure. Watch this one. If the reaction is good and it opens up above 163.5 or 164, there could be some good price action on there to the long side or to the short side. Again, we could see something like Target where we just see an all-day fader, right? Or it could actually show some strength, open up above 72, above 162.78, like open up above here and then drop, chill for a bit, right? And then hopefully the market kind of like chills out and starts to make a reversal, and then Walmart reverses with it from this point right here back up to like 165. So watch this one as well for tomorrow. Lastly, HD. This was the first retail stock that had earnings, and this one is still trying to hold above 332. It's been chopping ever since. Like, after this initial bull run, it's just staying in that spot, and I don't think that's gonna change, because the other stock that follows HD really closely is Lowe's, and Lowe's has earnings next week, right? So Lowe's is just gonna chill out in between 227 and 217 until earnings is there, and then the contracts are going to inflate, and then we'll see what happens from there. I wouldn't gamble through earnings at all. Again, holding through earnings, 150% gambling. I don't do it because there is a 66% chance of me losing money. So if you're gonna do it, manage your risk. All right, it's right at support. We'll see how this one behaves. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot. It allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on that notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time, the details of the contracts, the price targets, the stop loss, and most importantly, the main reason why I take the trades that I take, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't followed me on social media yet, you can find me at NGumah and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. Alright. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you and if you're interested in getting some free stocks, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah of Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.